Hey friends, welcome back to Runaway Trains. Today we went over to our local train store, the original Whistle Stop. First thing we always do when we get there is we go right to the used section. We see all the cool HO vintage items that are oftentimes in the original box. When they're not, they take the care to wrap it in cellophane for customers and always price it just right. Down the end of the aisle is where you'll find the Lionel and the O-scale stuff. Today we saw this cool Spirit of 76 car, which we really wanted, but we're not really working on the O-scale stuff right now. We're still working on our HO. Over at the parts section, we found just the right horn that we needed to complete a project, which we'll tell you about in a few. You guys who ride motorcycles will love this cool Harley Davidson building that we found over in the G-scale section. Disney fans, you'll dig this cool Lionel Mickey Mouse set. And of course, a shout out to Fred over at the Whistle Stop. You're our favorite, Fred. We love you. Okay, everybody, we're back from the train store and we've got our special haul here. We're going to show you what we got today. So first thing, they had these cool, I don't know what you call these, kit buildings. Somebody built this. I mean, this fire department, $7, you know, a used thing that was handcrafted by somebody. I mean, you got to think about the time that it takes somebody to build one of these. I'm not even sure if this is an actual kit or if this is a kit bash, but it's very cool. I like the old-timey look that this firehouse has for our layout. We got that. And there was another building that we got there, another structure. Can we see what we got?
Water tower.
Yeah, look at this. Now this looks like it's actually made out of wood and sticks. And yeah, I could see it's got a little glare on it because it's still wrapped in the cellophane. But again, this was $7 too. But you know, lots of detail on this. I think
It even has a chain for the...
yeah, it has a chain for the spout. Yeah. And you know, the measurement of the water there and the ladder. And I see somebody took the care to put the cardboard there to keep the ladder from breaking. But I thought, look at these two old buildings. It's going to look good sort of in the steam section of our layout. We've got another water tower already on our layout.
There it is.
This model, you've probably seen this. I mean, everybody's probably gotten this kit where it's actually got the moving spout, and we've got to get the chain for that. We built that one ourselves, so you can kind of get an idea of the scale of this new one. They're roughly the same size, a little bit bigger on the newer one, but it's really going to look great in the steam section of our layout. Maybe we'll put one of these on an outbound side and one on an inbound side. So let's take a look. What else did we get today
We also got
in our haul?
a train horn.
We got a train horn. I think this is an M5. Is it a Nathan? Or do you know what it is?
It is a Nathan.
Nathan M5. I don't know if you can see that, but you saw in the video all of the parts that they have at the Whistle Stop, and this was there. We're making a Clinchfield 800, if you guys are familiar with the F unit. And what channel is that on, Drake?
Delay and Block Production.
Delay and Block Productions has a cool Clinchfield 800 F unit that's restored. And we're going to take one of our old lifelike F units and paint it to match, but it needed the correct horn. So we picked that up today. I think it's a brass part, actually.
It's brass, yeah.
It's brass. That was $5.50. I mean, you got to say, for a little kit that we're going to throw together, I mean, who's going to spend that much money on a horn? But it is brass. That's why it's so pricey. But we really want to make that Clinchfield. So we dropped a couple dollars on that. What else have we got there?
We also got a couple trees. There's one.
Yeah. There we go.
And here's two.
These are the Vintage Woodland Scenics tree kits. And you've seen in the previous video how we made some of those. Here's a couple samples of how they come out. I mean, really good, realistic trees with the stems or trunks, whatever you want to call them. They're actually made out of lead, so I wouldn't advise this for really young kids. But again, this kit, I think, is from the 1970s. And $2, you can't go wrong with that. And this is the softwood pine. I forget what these are called. The columnar pines, the really tall ones. These are a little shorter. You get 5 trees in there. You paint the trunks, and then you put a little glue on the tips, and then you take that sort of material, that landscaping material, and you can kind of put it on there in any desired style or shape. And it kind of almost looks the best when you just like tear at it and let it do its own thing. It tends to look more realistic. So we got that. What else did we get today?
And for the final thing,
The final thing?
we have a Great Western engine from Hornby.
Oh my gosh, look at that thing. What is that, an 042 Great Western? It's a British locomotive. It's in BR green, it looks like.
Yeah,
Can you tell us a little bit about
I
it?
think it says, it did say it somewhere. I'll have to open it to see what it says. Out of the box so you guys can see it closer. This is it right here.
Let's bring it right here into the shot so I can see it. Thank you. It's the GWR 042T, T for tank engine, a class 14XX locomotive, 1410, which you can see the number on the side there.
And this is also a character from Thomas and Friends, if you recognize the character.
And which character is based on this engine?
Oliver, the Great Western engine.
Yeah, we saw this with the GWR, and I know Drake for sure was like, oh, we got to get it. It's a GWR. We don't have one yet. Pop it out. Let's take a look at it.
I checked if it had sprung buffers, in which it does not.
I mean, it looks like it has some brass parts on it. Or is it just painted?
No, that looks like brass. You even got a whistle right there. There's colored in the back too. Whistle is right behind the dome. I think whatever that is. There's two whistles actually.
And there you have it. That's our haul for today. We're going to take the engine over to the layout and we'll give it a run, see how it does. All right, folks, this is the moment of truth. We got our new Hornby GWR on the rails. Let's give it a little juice.
Let's get some coaches. And it rolls in with no problem. Look at that.
Oh, that's the little frog. Did it hit the frog?
Sending gears.
You guys have any trouble with the British trains on the Cato tracks at all? Sometimes the sanding line or something?
Sending line, yeah.
It hangs down a little bit, and you know, I just maybe need to nip it a bit with a pair of wire cutters, and I don't mind. We just want it to run well.
I mean, I had a problem there, but it's got it. It's got it. Oh.
We've been having trouble with this spot right here where the curve connects to the straight, right before our bridge. I'll give it some gas and see what happens. Yeah, I can see there's maybe we need to clean the rails over there.
There we go.
You guys understand these problems with the DC train. Sometimes you gotta clean the wheels, sometimes you gotta clean the rails. If you want to keep them running, you gotta keep them clean.
So they're having a little problem
Just a
over
little
here.
problem there. We'll figure it out. There's our new firehouse, which I just learned is stamped Tyco on the bottom. Give it some juice when it goes by the bridge this time. Give it a lot of gas. Maybe it'll just fly right over it. There it is.
We had a little problem.
Just needs a little more speed. How about we back it up into the yard now?
Oh, I forgot to open the switch.
We've got some new switches here and back here that are all electronic, you know, the Kato style throw switches. And we're still trying to remember which one is which. Every time we get over there, we throw the wrong switch. So we have to number them so we don't mess up. And there you have it, folks. This is our new Hornby 14XX042 tank engine. We're very excited about this GWR addition to our British collection. Thank you all for watching Runaway Trains. We'll see you in the next run.